Alright people, I think somebody needs to explain this to me because I'm not getting it. I've been watching videos about people like Jesus Freak and Together for Peace, Jack and Anthony as we know them, saying that they're nice people. And I must be missing something here, because as far as I can tell, they are not very nice people at all. But I have seen alright that they can make certain friendly sounding noises, but being able to talk in a friendly voice doesn't make for a nice person in my book. It takes more than that. So maybe I'm missing something, so maybe somebody can explain to me why I should think that people like Anthony and Jack are nice people. I'm going to explain though why I think they are not such nice people at all. You see, even Anthony there, he's been involved in this, ruckus with this fracas with Jacob, and he's been turning around to us atheists, looking to reach out a hand of friendship. Now, Anthony, I am very willing to accept that hand of friendship from you. Don't get me wrong. I would love to say that you and, for example, Jack are friends. But at the moment I don't see that as a possibility, and that's for a very, very, very simple reason. In a sense, I actually think that Jacob is more honest than you are, Anthony or Jack. At least Jacob tells you up front that he thinks we're human garbage. And that is really what we are, if you think that we are condemned. Now, I have seen your video, Anthony, and I see how you're talking about reaching out to atheists, but the way you're looking at it, by the sound of it, is that you're looking at us as people who might possibly still come to Christ. And that is your precondition, isn't it? That is the problem here, Anthony. That is a precondition. In order for you to be friendly with us, you must be feeling that there is still a chance that we become to Christ. So that is why I posted a comment under your video there, the one where you talked about stopping all the hate. And I said to you, listen, I do want to extend the hand of friendship to you, but I don't see this working if you condemn me. And I will put it very clearly, very upfront to you, and to Jack, and to any of the other people out there, I will not come to Christ. Your God does not exist. I know this for a fact, beyond any reasonable doubt. I've been there already in many previous videos. I cannot come to your Christ. Do not make your friendship contingent on me coming to your position. I am not asking of you to come to my position either. I would love to reach out and extend the hand of friendship to you, but not on your terms. On no terms. This has to be completely unconditional. And that is why I don't think you're a very nice person at all, Anthony. If you feel that you cannot be somebody's friend unless they're coming to Christ, or unless you think they might still come to Christ, then that is very shallow indeed. I don't really think that that amounts to an awful lot. Not something to be proud of at all, at all. And to these other people who are lulled into thinking that there is some friendship there, just because these people can strike that friendly sounding tone, it reminds me an awful lot of something called the Stockholm Syndrome. It's where somebody keeps kicking you in the gut, and then one day, this is paraphrasing of course, and then one day they extend to you a small, pretty meaningless act of friendship, of friendliness. And because you're so down in the dumps, because you've been trampled on so much, you grab that as if it means something. I've heard of people who've been kidnapped and who've been treated like crap by their kidnappers, and then one of the kidnappers acts a little bit more friendly than the others, and they latch on to that person. I've even heard of people falling in love with their captors. And that's what this reminds me of. These people have been going around condemning us time and time and time again, telling us that we are not worthy to go to their paradise or whatever, telling us that we will be, excluded, that we are destined for hell. And then they talk a little bit friendly to us for once, and we act as if these people need to be embraced. I'm not buying this. Not at all. And especially not since there are some other people out there who are much, much better than these people will ever be, unless they change significantly. I only need to point out, for example, somebody like Firefly. Now, Firefly is a universal salvationist. Don't get me wrong. I do not lend any more credence to what he believes as opposed to what they believe. To me, it's all hokum, right? His beliefs are equally as hokum as their beliefs. But the difference is he does not condemn people. Now, surely a Christian who can look at you and truly see you as somebody equal to themselves, who will be treated equally in whatever sense they believe in. Surely that is somebody who needs to be elevated in the levels of niceness way above somebody like Jesus Freak or Jack, who are still sitting there happily condemning people. And there are many Christians like that. Many, many, many Christians like that. Do not forget that we are on this forum here, YouTube. We are surrounded by a small but very vocal minority of fundamentalist Christians. They seem like they're everywhere because they're so loud. But they're a tiny minority. And everybody else, including the large majority of Christians out there, think they're nuts. And they hate people. Anybody who thinks that somebody is human garbage, even if they don't say it to your face, but by condemning somebody to hell, you are declaring that somebody is human garbage, because that is what hell boils down to. Being cast off like human waste out. That is what it means when you tell somebody that they're destined for hell. So they are saying we are human garbage. How can you elevate somebody like that to any sort of level of friendliness? So that is what I don't understand. Or did I miss something? Did they at some point say that they're only doing it for the laughs? That they don't really believe in all this stuff? Then I missed that communique, I'm afraid. So please somebody explain it to me.